YouTube, welcome back to another video. Excuse the hood, I'm hiding my hair because it's awful today, it really is. Today we're talking about the lens that I currently have on this camera, which is the Tamron 28-75 f2.8 lens for Sony E-mount, and let me tell you, this lens has really changed the game for me. Let's start off with a little bit of history behind why I chose this lens in particular. Up until very recently, I've been using adapted lenses both on my Canon EOS M50, which is now my streaming webcam, but also on this Sony a7C, which is now my primary camera for both photo and video for pretty much everything I create outside of client work. Now recently there have been ever increasing issues with lens kind of communication with the camera over the adapter, and it started getting me thinking about what potential lens I could replace my trusty 24-70 with. Now replacing the 24-70 was kind of a big deal because it has an inbuilt image stabilization. I know the A7C has IBIS anyway, but that inbuilt image stabilization was really handy, and it also has a macro mode which is super handy when it comes to doing B-roll stuff or macro photography of products. So I wanted something that really kind of, if it didn't have those features, really made up for it with its image quality or its speed. So I took a look around and I found this 28-75 from Tamron, and my friend Jake, who, if you followed me on Instagram and on here for a while, you'll have seen him appear in a few places. He actually has this lens, and we did a photo trip a couple of weeks ago and it allowed me to test it out on the A7C, and I'm not going to lie to you, I was blown away by the actual speed and reliability of not using an adapted lens by using native lenses on this Sony camera. So I decided to bite the bullet and I sold the 24-70 along with a 50mm in order to fund swapping over to a 28-75. This is a more expensive lens than the 24-70, but it's definitely worth it, or at least in my opinion from what I've seen. So starting off with the price, it RRPs at £699. I actually picked this one up as a open box from Wex Photo Video for $629. So don't forget to shop around, look on places like mbp.com for secondhand lenses, because quite often you will find a bargain. I mean, I got my 70-200 and my 24-70 from there before, and they were both really good. I had good customer service, so props to them. Definitely check them out. The same with Wex. You know, the whole process of trading in has been extremely easy and the staff are all super friendly. The main competitor then at this price range for this lens is probably the Sigma 24-70, which is also an f2.8. It's got an extra 4mm of width down at the low end, but you lose that extra 5mm at the high end, so it depends kind of what focal range you're really after and what really suits you. Now the Sigma is a little bit pricier, more pricey, yeah, one of those, than this Tamron lens. It starts at £1,049. Again, you can find it secondhand for about £800, but this is still, you know, £400 cheaper than buying a new Sigma lens, so kind of a no-brainer really. Okay, so let's talk about some of the features of this lens. It is an all plastic construction apart from the lens mount, which is metal. It has a focus ring and a zoom ring. It's an external zoom, not internal, which means that if you're using it on a gimbal, you probably have to rebalance if you change focal length. It doesn't have a dedicated function button like some of the Sony lenses do. It also doesn't have inbuilt image stabilization like my old Canon EF lens had. In the box, what you get is pretty standard, pretty basic. You get the lens, you get a lens hood and the front and end caps, and that is practically it. In fact, that is it. That's all you get. Okay, so that's enough of me talking to you about this lens. Let's show you what this lens can do. I took this lens off around my local area with the usual POV rig. I had the GoPro strapped to my chest, went out with Bella and the dogs. So let's jump to that footage.
Babs. Babs. Bambi. Hello. Good boy. Yeah, this is such a good boy. He's so handsome. So handsome.
Oh, stop it. Hello.
So that's 28mm. Real close to his little face.
Hello. Hello.
You are. We have to boost the ISO for this one. Good girl. As well. Are we on We are on human. There we are. That is us.
Okay, so it looks like it does vlog very well. Like I was saying before, obviously slightly less than ideal conditions because I don't have a proper ND filter for this lens yet. Or I might do, I might have the right size, I just need to double check, but it's not the same filter thread size as my other one. So I need to figure out what I need for that. Very impressed with this lens, can't wait to get back and look at some of the photos.
You can get this at a high frame rate, see how it looks. Arlo, go get her. Arlo, go get her. Go on, go get her. Arlo, go.
Okay, that does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed some of the sample photos and video from this lens / camera combination. This lens will be staying on my camera pretty much all the time anyway, because this is my kind of comfortable focal range for like day-to-day stuff. I've also got a Sony 85mm video coming soon, which is probably going to be my main out and like dedicated photo trip lens, so stay tuned for that. I'll obviously take more photos, more video as time goes on with this, so be sure to be following me across all of the social medias and check out my website as well, because there are prints up there, there are presets up there. Well, there's one preset actually, but yeah, there are, you know, there'll be more examples of stuff from this lens across all of the places, mostly Twitter, because I like Twitter more than Instagram, because Instagram just annoys me. But that's a conversation for another video that I might potentially make. But yeah, so follow me over there for more stuff as time goes on. This lens is great, I'm a big fan of it. Don't forget to like, comment, get subscribed, and like the bell to stay up to date for whenever I release a new video. But yeah, until the next one, which will be that Sony 85mm video that I'm already working on. Bye.